boy Mando back at it with another podcast. Nigga, that's fucking stupid.
You want to do the intro?
Fuck no.
You already did it.
Yo, there
What
you
if I
go.
just leave it in there?
Let's leave it in there then.
Alright.
I already did it.
Alright, guys, so part 2.
As you heard, podcast. That's the intro from now on.
It's not that intro from now on.
Nah, it is.
Just for this episode because he's stupid. But part 2 finally out. It's been a minute since we actually did the last podcast.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Straight up.
Time
We're already November.
November. Time fucking flies for sure. So since it's been a minute, I figured why not? Let's get on a podcast. I told him let's shoot a podcast. It's been a minute. Some stuff has happened from the last podcast to now. So we're just gonna talk a little bit more. I got a few topics here that we're gonna go over, and I hope you guys enjoy. Just listen to us talk, listen to us rant, and if you are tuning in, welcome back. If you guys have any feedback, let us know, and let's just get started.
Yeah, motherfucker.
And we'll get into that when as we go on. But I want to start off by saying, I thought of this question, and I figured I want to hear his perspective, and then I'll get my perspective on it. So it's pretty much, would you want to know how your life plays out and ends, or would you rather keep it a mystery?
I would like to know. I like to know how my life plays out.
But do you think that if you know how your life plays out and ends, you're gonna try to prevent it?
No, because I already know. Like, I don't know. Once I already have like a set something, I'm like, okay, that's how it's gonna be.
But it's gonna change your perspective on
Oh,
things. Because
yeah.
let's just say that person or whatever, you find out and they say, oh, you're gonna die in a car crash.
What's now, dying in a car crash? I don't know which one.
But you're never gonna want to drive though, or you're never gonna want to get in a car.
Well, you said you said. What was the question again?
Would you want to know how your life plays out and ends?
Okay, well then yeah, you'll know when your life ends, so you'll know when you're gonna die in that car accident.
But they're not gonna tell you which day or what. They're just, oh fine. What if they say like, okay, you're gonna die in a car crash, or you're gonna
Well, so
die?
now you're changing the whole question.
Well, okay, you're right. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't. I was thinking about this. Like, I don't think I would want to know. Like, I just want it to be a mystery. Like,
No, I want to know. That way I know how much time I have until once I die.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you can use it to your benefit, right? Like, you can start doing more stuff because you know you have less time or more time. I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting question. Let me know about what you guys would choose in the comments. Would you want to keep it a mystery, or would you want to know how it ends and how your future plays out? That's a good one. Anyways, next topic here that we have.
Okay, hold on. So we're still on the same topic. Now, would you rather know how you die or when?
That's a hard one. But like, can you change your future?
No.
Like
If you know, like, let's say you're gonna die, I don't know, 20 years from now on March 10th. Would you rather know that exact date or how?
do I have to choose one?
Yeah, you have to choose one.
Damn. Honestly, I would want to know. If it's between the two, I wouldn't want to know. But if it was between the two and I had to choose one, I'll probably choose when.
When?
Yeah, because I can know.
Did I ask you? No, it's better still. I would like to know when too. Hey, that was kind of smart, that whole complex question, just to get you.
Nah, you weren't setting that up.
Nah, I wasn't setting it up, but it was funny because you're like, when? I'm like, nigga, I got it. But nah, I like to know when too.
Yeah, because like I said, you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
Like, just.
And plus, if I knew, like, oh, you're gonna die sleeping, like, oh, nigga, I don't know when I'm, like, I wouldn't want to sleep again, like, I'm not gonna sleep, nigga.
Wait, you have to.
I know, but.
I mean, your body will eventually shut down.
Well, yeah, that's what. Maybe that's how I'll die. And I finally go to sleep, I'll die right then.
The next day.
That's why I'm like, oh, you're done the next day? Like, shit.
Imagine they tell you, like, oh, you're gonna be like, okay, you wanna find out when? I guess when tomorrow.
Dude, I'm about to get a fucking cramp in my pata.
Massage it?
I am? Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
That's funny.
Dude, this sucks.
I never really get cramps. I don't know what they feel like. Dude, they fucking hurt. Oh my god, this hurts a lot. And now, a word from our sponsor. SeatGeek. SeatGeek sponsor this video.
What? SeatGeek?
SeatGeek, you never see those promos?
Not SeatGeek.
Ray Shadow Legends.
Nigga said it all weird. Ray Shadow Legends?
Yeah, I said Ray Shadow Legends.
What?
First rule of podcast, always have your drink with you.
Whoa, you went to go get a brisket and not even offer anything?
Well, you didn't ask me.
Well, I didn't know you were getting a drink.
Can you catch? Yeah, you saw me open the fridge. What do you think I was gonna get?
I don't know, bingo.
Can you catch it?
I'm gonna. Oh.
Alright, not like last time. You fucking better.
Did I really? When?
When we shot the podcast and I threw it and it hit the fucking window. Like,
It hit the window.
you don't remember
It
that?
doesn't hit the window.
Yes, it
It hit
did.
the couch or something, but not the window.
It went like, you went like this and it went from boom. Also, so since the last podcast, you weren't. Oh, okay. He started at Wallbangers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was like my first week, I think.
You had the podcast we had shot it before, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So if you want to tell them a little bit about that.
I feel bad because I did quit after 2 weeks. And it was a good job. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was the hours. I mean, I got my hours, but I was getting out like at 1 in the morning. I think the ladies were like almost 2. And it sucked because, I mean, there's nothing to do. That was my schedule. Wake up. I mean, I would still be awake when I get out. So I would stay up for a bit, or for a good while actually. And my sleep schedule was just all messed up. But nah, it was good money. I do feel bad for quitting like that on the spot, but
But tell them why you quit.
oh, cause I'm working at FedEx. Yeah, 15 an hour packaging. Whew. It's tiring. It's tiring. Heavy ass boxes that I gotta lift and stack. But nah, I like it.
Yeah, when he started working at Wallbangers, obviously, like, since he's living with me, I would take him to work, and sometimes I would be sleepy because at that point my sleeping schedule was still like normal. Like I would still be sleepy by like 11. He wouldn't get out till like 1:30, 2. Sometimes I'm like, so I would have to wait, stay up. I'll be so sleepy. Sometimes I would just go like 30 minutes or an hour early just to where he's at, like down the street, so I can go and wait for him. That way I keep myself up, because then if I knock out and what if I don't wake up, it's gonna suck, because then he's gonna be without a ride and he's gonna be calling me. I'm sure I would wake up, but yeah, that was a cool little experience for him. And now he's at FedEx, which is a better job now, part-time still, but obviously pays more. You know, that's what I told him. Like when I told him to apply at Wallbangers, I told him it's just temporary. Like you just get there. That's how it is. Like you start somewhere until you find a better position, then you move. You know, but in this situation, he quit.
Yeah.
But
because it was all just one day. They called me one day. They're like, "Hey, we saw that you applied. Can you come in at 10 for orientation?" I was like, "All right." So I went and did the orientation, whatever. I thought like, all right, well, we'll give you a call or whenever you can start, just let us know. But they were like, all right, just come in later on today at 5 and you'll start working. I was like, damn, because that day I was supposed to work there at Wallbangers. So I was like, well, now it's either FedEx or Wallbangers. I had to choose, and I was like, I was gonna choose FedEx because either way, I would have been getting paid more at FedEx than Wallbangers. Because Wallbangers, through all my training and everything, I was supposed to get paid 13 or 14, I think. Almost 15, I think. One of those. It was $1 after every station. There was like 4 of them, I
I
think.
thought it was like 11
11 what?
bucks. Didn't you start at 11?
I started at 10. I started at 10,
See.
and then after I learned like a new station, I get $1. So I would have had like $14 maybe when I was done training and all that. Or FedEx at 15 already.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, I'll probably go with FedEx then.
Yeah, and so since he got like hired, he told me to apply. And so if y'all have seen my last video or one of my last few videos when I went for an interview, I never said where because I wanted to get the job first and then surprise y'all. Well, I didn't get the job. They never called me back, and it was actually for Buckle. I had went to Buckle. I had applied there as a seasonal. Like all these are part times that I had applied for seasonal. I think it was an overnight stock or something like that. I don't remember. And I went for the interview. I thought I did good. Guess I didn't, or I didn't fit their description. I don't know what they look for. Honestly, it's weird just because like I've been in retail for the past 3-4 years, right? And with my experience and with everything that I've been told, I know I'm good at what I do. I'm a people's person. I can speak to people. I can talk to people. I'm very charismatic. I can convince people to buy stuff. I can also be a seller. I'm a natural born seller. I don't really like to sell, but I have it in me.
Mm.
So that's why I was thinking like, and they work based off commission, which is like it's decent. And obviously the stuff they sell there, if you've ever been there, um, the American fighters, the jeans, they sell stuff super expensive. So obviously I knew commission was gonna be good if I took a sales position. And yeah, I just never got a call back, and that's because I had applied at I had been applying everywhere like Walmart, HEB, Sam's Club, Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's, everywhere. I was applying everywhere and anywhere that was gonna pay me decent, because nowhere is gonna pay me what I was making with my previous company. Very few places are gonna pay that, especially if you don't have a college degree. Which I don't have a college degree. I only have a high school diploma. Um, so it was tough for me to try to find somewhere that was gonna pay decent, and not only that, but everywhere's hiring. And if you're a stalker, like what experience do you need? Really, like you don't really need.
No.
And like in general, like you don't need no experience for that. They teach you how to stack boxes or like how to put stuff on the shelf. What qualifications does a company want you to have for that? Like it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute in my head why you would need such a freaking high degree, or I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I just didn't get the job, and so I had already applied at FedEx the first time he had applied, because one of his friends works there and my ex brother-in-law works there, and he had told me about it when I went to go pick up my car, but I didn't really inquire too much about it. He had told me about it. He told me, hey, you should apply, but that was it. Then when his friend told him like, hey, apply, well, he applied and I applied on the same day, but we never got the call. Like it had been what, like a week and a half, 2 weeks already.
A week and a half, I think.
About a week and a half. We never got the call. So he said, my cousin was like, all right, I'm just gonna apply again. And I told him, I'm like, why? Like,
he was making a big deal about it. He was like, why are you gonna do that again? Like, you already have your stuff on the system. I was like, I don't know, dude. Just it doesn't hurt to do it. Like, I already have everything saved. I just gotta press continue, 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 and then submit. And I was like, it doesn't hurt to do it. So I did it. He was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. My stuff, I already sent an application. It's done. Whatever. I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, because you gotta realize, like,
well, yes,
and even there on the page it says do not apply twice. Like, do not submit an application twice.
Where?
On the website.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, when you're doing the first, when you're doing an application, it says do not apply again if you've already applied. Which goes back to my point. They still have your information on file with that first application. That's why I was telling them, like, why am I gonna apply again? They still have it. Like, they saw it, either they haven't seen it or they did see it, but they just didn't get hired. Like, that was it. Like, I shouldn't have to apply again. And it says there not to apply again if you.
Oh, so you did it and we still got hired?
So anyway, yeah, leading up to it, I was like, he got hired about a week later. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna apply again and see if anything comes out of it. I apply, and then like a few days later, boom, I get the call in the morning. It was like 11 a.m. I get the call, I wake up, I answer the phone, and I was like, hello, and they're like, yeah, we're looking for Armando Solis, the normal stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is him. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're calling here from FedEx. Are you still interested in getting the position? And I told them, yeah, I'm down to get the position. I'm still looking. She's like, okay. She's like, well, right now we're hiring for the early morning shift, which is 3:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Sign me up, because at this point, guys, like, I hadn't gotten no calls from nowhere, no luck, no emails. And I was just like, I wanted a job already. I mean, you guys had, like, in my last video, I said, like, I was already annoyed of being home. It sucks being home. not doing nothing. Not only that, but you get lazy. Your body starts getting lazy. Your mental starts getting lazy. Like everything just starts going downhill if you just stay home and not being active. So I told her, yeah, that's fine. I said, okay, can you be here at 4 a.m.? I was like, okay, I'll be there. So, I went in, did my orientation. I had already knew like kind of what to expect because I had asked him what he went through like on his orientation. And yeah, I ended up after orientation I left and the following day I started, and so now I'm working there at FedEx as well as my cousin. He's working there, his friend, my ex-brother-in-law, and it's just a part-time, but it's freaking fun. Like honestly, it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy being active. I like to be active. I like to be fast paced. I like to be moving around because your shift goes by fast, and it's not that hard of a job. Especially when you've done jobs like pipeline and refinery, you don't really see anything else as hard. And I'm a quick learner, so it's enjoyable, and I like that you can just wear whatever you want. Like honestly, like there's no dress code. Like they just will tell you wear whatever you want. Obviously, it has to be appropriate. But you can wear muscle shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve jackets. Like they don't really tell you anything. Like you can wear shorts, joggers, jeans, whatever you want, as long as it's appropriate, obviously, which is fun. But how's your experience going there? How has your experience been there?
It's pretty cool. I mean, the first week or first couple of days actually, it was like I was nervous because I mean, like I didn't know what to do. They were just like, all right. First day, show up. I got there, had my little orange bands, that like to tell everybody I was new, and yeah, they were just like, all right, just come on. They told us we all got grouped up. They told us like about how it was the past couple of days or whatever, and I was like, okay, well I don't know what any of this means because I mean like I'm still new, right? Like, I didn't know anything, so I was just like, all right, like, that's pretty cool, I guess. Like, all right, let's go. So all of us start walking to like the doors where all the trailers are parked and everything. And well, I started as a package handler or like a loader. So there's the conveyor belt, somebody in the tower distributing them to the right belts, and they come on the conveyor belts, they go down, and you have the scanner at the edge of the truck scanning the packages, and then you put them on the rollers and they pass them to us. And well, there I'm just playing Tetris with the packages. It's just real quick, and I mean, there's nothing hard about that. You just gotta be good at stacking, I guess.
You gotta be quick. Like your mind has to be clear for you to be doing that because there's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to, like the numbers on the packages. Watching your hand placement because packages are coming down. You don't want to get your hands squished or your fingers squished. You gotta watch where you're placing your feet because when you're walking, I just thought about that when you're walking, like you're getting on the truck, getting off the truck. There's packages everywhere. What if a package falls? Like you gotta be aware. That's
don't forget we have 2 different shifts. So you're like what I experienced is nothing what you experience.
Yeah, he's a little bit different.
I load the actual 18-wheeler trailers and all that, and like it's cool because at the beginning of the truck you have like the doors that have like the top part, and then you have like a belly of the truck on the bottom. And you have like the doors in the middle where you can open up, put packages in there in the bottom, close them, and then put packages on top. Well, it's just the 2 doors right here, or you can have them up, and then you have like the bottom of the truck, and then you have the rollers right in the middle. And I've slipped on the rollers before, cause it's the rollers, and you have like maybe like this much space on the side of the rollers that way you can put your feet, or where the doors close properly. And well, I don't really like putting each door down and picking them back up and all that. So either I put one foot like on the solid ground next to the roller, and one foot behind the packages, and like I roll with them. Like I push myself off of it and I roll with everything. Either that, or like I just like push as far as I can and like I tightrope walk like on the side. And if I fall, it's like a 4-foot fall into the truck. And actually one time, it was like my second week already, and I was learning how to scan packages already. I had like the bracelet, the little scanner on my fingers, boom, I was scanning everything. And I was like, you know what? This is a big package. I'm gonna pick it up and like put it to the side instead of just flipping it over, right? Because it's real heavy. And well, my dumbass, I thought I had both doors closed where I was at. So I thought I had more space than I had. So I was like, all right. So I picked up the package. I stepped back. My foot, poof, right through the door because it was open, and it was like a 3 foot drop to my foot to it hit like either a box or like the floor, and I just straight through with the big ass package in my arms. And I just hit myself right on the side on the other door, and I was like, oh, and I dropped the package. I was like, oh my god, that hurt. I have a mark, but yeah, that wasn't that fun, dude. Straight up, that was.
I was like, gotta be aware.
Well, yeah,
I was like, this is good.
I thought I had it, but I totally forgot that door was closed or open. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it can be dangerous. Like, it can be. Um, it's just all being about self awareness, like where your feet are, where you're placing your feet, where you're placing your hands, how you're lifting the packages. Because, like you said, they are heavy. Like, packages are heavy. Um, so, like, especially in that case, like that one's a little bit more dangerous because you have that little drop. I really don't know how deep it is. But I mean, if he's saying like three,
oh
3 feet.
no, it's a good drop. Like if I'm standing in the belly of the truck, the rollers are like probably like right here to me. Like I could put my arm on top of the rollers like that, and I could chill like that. That's how deep it is.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good amount of space down there.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good drop. So I mean, it is dangerous. And as far as like me, what I load trucks as well, but it's the delivering trucks. So like the delivery trucks that you see out in the mornings or that are dropping off packages at your house, I'm loading those. So like if you order anything from Amazon, Walmart, and stuff like that, it comes down the belt. I have to scan it on our little iPads, on our little right here, on our freaking arms. We press which truck is going in. Then we gotta put it in the truck where it's supposed to go, and that's how it goes. But the packages are continuous; like they just keep coming. Sometimes you get little breaks, and sometimes you don't. Like yesterday was freaking really busy for me, and yesterday had hell of heavy packages. Like there was chairs, freaking tires, like big ass shelves that were coming down the conveyor belt, and I was in the front. And when you're doing that, you got to be sorting the packages as well to help the people that are behind you, because obviously it's like an assembly line. So you got like trucks lined up, maybe at least like, I don't know, 10 on, or 10 to 15 on one side and then 10 to 15 on the other side. So it's like a total of like 20 trucks. And yeah, so like you have to, if you're in the front, you're sorting and you're like trying to load the trucks. And when you get off the truck, there's like a little drop off. So if you're not paying attention and you fall, like, I don't know how to set the stage, but like if I'm right here, the conveyor belt's right, like if I'm right here, conveyor belt's right here, the truck's like behind me. So if I'm trying to get off and come to the conveyor belt, and if I slip, I have a potential of like falling and hitting my head on the conveyor belt, which is, that's kind of scary if you think about it, because I mean that can be a serious injury. So you just gotta be careful. But all of that stuff, I've heard it every day. Safety meetings, like you hear pinch points and all that stuff. So I was used to it. But yeah, it's a different experience for sure. Like that's what I like. I've had different experiences and different kinds of jobs, so like kind of know a little bit of everything, which is good. And with him, it's just his like second, third job. So like he's barely getting into that life of learning different jobs, which is fun, and he's making money.
Yeah, we see like jobs differently.
For sure.
Yeah, because when was it? I got out, I was real tired because that day I had to load 2 trailers with a bunch of tires. That day I loaded at least like 40, 50 tires when I was there, and it was just nonstop because there was a guy on the other side scanning them, boom, and I was loading 2 trucks, 2 18-wheelers, because I was the only one like in that side, so I was going back and forth. If I had no packages here, I'll go to the other truck and I'll scan that door, because I don't have to scan the packages. It's just the door, and then what's the packages? Well, those tires, the guy already scanned over there, so I was good. So you just put them on the conveyor belt, they'll come, and then I'll just run to the back, like 10 tires at once, just run to the back, and then finally I'll start stacking them. So just the tires, boom, real high, taller than me, dude. It gets real tired. And we had went, yeah, because I had just got out and I was real hungry, and he was hungry too. He was like, hey, I'm hungry. We're like, what are you trying to like go eat? I was like, I don't know. He was like, hey, some steaks will sound good. So we went to Texas Roadhouse, and it was crazy because, I mean, to him, what were you doing the whole time? You were watching the game, right?
When?
Was when we went.
Texas Roadhouse?
Yes.
Like when I stayed home?
No. Like there at the restaurant. Because I saw you kept looking off, like, at a TV or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, yeah, he was doing that, and I was paying attention to, like, how the waiter did their job. Like, I was like, wow, like, this guy, because he had to stop by, asked us for our drinks, he put down napkins, gave us a stack of little napkins.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, all right, I'll be back with your drinks. But he already placed out, like, everything for the table, and I was like, oh, that's badass. And he comes back, and boom, right there, like, little, like, the coasters and stuff with, like, for the napkin, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. He was like, yeah, he's just doing his job.
Well, because that's like a restaurant job.
Well, that's why I've worked like restaurants. Like that's why I saw that. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." You saw it way differently. Like, you weren't paying attention to that. You're just.
Well, yeah, because I don't care.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That.
It's we see it differently. Like that's how I saw it. You saw it just.
But to be fair, I have done restaurant jobs, but Whataburger. But that's like that's not a fast food. That's like a.
No, I know it's an actual like.
I don't know.
Not diner.
Yeah, kind of like a diner, kind of like there's waitresses and stuff. Obviously, if fast food, you don't have that. Like waitress or waiter. Or
I don't know. I just thought he was like doing a good job.
Yeah, I remember he like, damn, he's badass. I was like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, he threw the little napkins in it.
I was explaining everything that he did. I was like, bro, like I wouldn't even like I've thought about that. He planned our table every time he stopped by. And if he was walking by, boom, he'll grab our drinks, refill them. It was like maybe like this much gone. He was refilling.
Yeah,
just
you didn't even have to ask him. Like that's how you know that guy's good at what he does, and that's the kind of people that get good tips. Cause straight up, yesterday we went to freaking Wings and Rings.
Wings and Rings.
Man, dude, like our waiter or waitress, she sucked. Like she would take forever. She wouldn't come back to our table. She wouldn't check on us. He didn't even have no more drink.
Yeah, I finished my food, had no more drink. I was just sitting there, just like, yeah.
And I noticed it. I was like, damn. And then like I was already getting low too, and I was like, where's she at? And she's over there at the bar, like talking to her friends or whatever. I'm just like, bro, people like that.
And then we had to wait like another 10 minutes to finally like for her to come talk to us to get our tab.
Yeah, we had to wait quite a while just to get our tab, or like a box to go and stuff. And it was just like, it's annoying when you get people like that. But yeah. That's kind of just like, that's going to be it for that topic. I think we
yeah, that was a pretty good topic. Yeah.
Just, keep you updated as far as like work-wise for me, work-wise for him, how it's been for him, how it's been for me. And yeah, I will say though, right before we like change off topic, it's a little bit crazy working that shift because my days have been super fucked up. Like I don't even know which day it is. Cause you go in at like, the way I've been doing it is like, I wake up at like 5 or 6 p.m. I stay up all the way until I go to work. I get out of work, and then so I get out, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I get home, shower, and then I sleep. So I'm waking up. I'm sleeping the whole day away, and then I wake up and it's already another day. Technically, in my head, it's already another day because when I go to work that day, it's another day. If that makes sense, like
that didn't make sense, or to me it didn't. But I understand because that's how my sleeping schedule was. I would sleep during the whole day and just wake up and then go to work and I'll be on it's ready like the next day.
Yeah.
So I understand like a little bit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't like that schedule anymore.
Yeah, it messes with your head for sure. But all right, let's go to a different topic. How has life changed for you since you started driving? Because he recently started driving and he recently got a vehicle.
Yeah, not much. I just go to work and back pretty much. I don't really. I mean, the other night? I went to get a shake and some fries just because I was not having a good day that day. I was messing up on, like I was playing my game and it just wasn't going in my favor. And I was just like, man, I don't even feel like playing anymore. I wasn't tired. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a shake, some fries and chill, and it was nice just going.
Literally, that's probably been the only time he's ever like left by himself to go get food.
Yeah,
he doesn't like to do that. But I mean, I get it. But yeah, that's our routine. Like, he gets out of work, and we go eat. Like, we go get something to eat, and then pause.
Because he's barely waking up, so he's probably hungry too. I'm like, hey, you hungry? If he says yes, I'm like, I bet. I pull up, and then from there we just go eat. Or if not, then I mean, it's rare
that we don't.
Yeah.
Like, the only time that we won't is like if you go to his parents' house after work, or if I think that's it, honestly.
Yeah, that's it. Because every other time I get home and we just wait until you get hungry or something.
Yeah, because I can't eat right when I wake up. I gotta like let my body wake up a little bit and then But yeah, I feel like he lives completely different than I do when I was his age because like I started driving at 16. So like he was already 18, he hasn't even started driving. I was like, dude, I feel like that's every teenager's dream. Like once you start driving, you get to go places by yourself. Um, you can have access to a whole bunch more to go eat and stuff like that. And so it's just crazy to me that sometimes he doesn't not it's just crazy to me he doesn't really utilize driving that much yet, but I'm sure like as he gets a little bit more like experience in it, that he'll start doing that because he still needs to go get his license,
Straight up.
which he needs to start practicing parallel parking too.
Dude, you've been on my ass about parallel parking forever, dude.
Well, because they
I know. I need to learn how to do it. It's just like, damn, nigga, like,
Niggas like-
you always remind me, I was like, dude, I'm not looking forward to it, but I know I'll have to.
Gonna have to, for sure. Here's another topic. What the hell did what the hell did I write? Do you miss school?
School?
Yeah.
School itself? Or like,
Or like your
being
high
at
school
school?
experience? Like, do you just miss high school in general? Like,
do I miss high school? No, I don't miss high school. However, I do miss like being at the same place with all my friends. I can just hang out with them and talk to them. Like we're out there every day for the same hours, and it's just like, hey, like, because I straight up, I hardly talk to some of my friends. The only friends I still talk to are the ones that I play with, and like one other friend. That's about it. But everybody else I just haven't talked to because, well, so I don't talk to them.
but I feel like that's like everybody's. Like that's all you hear growing up. Like
What?
it's not the same when you leave high school. Like the friends that you talk to in high school are not gonna be there. Like
Yeah, because
only a very handful, if any.
Pues yeah, I mean, I'm still talking to the regular people I would talk to when I first started high school, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of y'all can relate. Like if you're any age, or as long as you're not in high school, obviously. Like as long as you graduated, you're gonna kind of understand. But like people that you speak to, if they're not your close friends, then you don't really talk to them no more. Yeah, you kind of would talk to them at school because you would see them every day. Every day you would see them 5 days a week for whatever classes you have. And obviously, like, there's still kind of like a friendship there, but just not on a close friendship kind of level. Like, I can confidently say, like, you know, like, my friends that I have from high school is only a handful of them that keep in contact, or that I keep in contact with them, you know, because it goes both ways. It can't just be always you reaching out.
Oh yeah.
Like, it has to be both ways. And I probably only have like 5, you know, or somewhere around there that I consider close, true friends. Everybody else, I know a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know a lot of people. Do I speak to everybody? No. But do I have a good respectful friendship there? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't a popular kid in school. I wouldn't say I was a popular kid. But I hung out with everybody. Like I hung out with the sports kids, the freaking nerds, the cholos, the whatever you want to call them, tacuaches. Like I was kind of around in every group of people you see in high school, except emo kids. I never really hung out with emo kids. Like no disrespect to them or to you if you're emo, but that's never been me. Like that was if there's one crowd I never hung out with, it was those people. But everybody else, you know, I was cool. I got along with everybody. I was cool with everybody. I'm very social, like I said. I like to consider myself funny. I like to make people laugh. You know, so you can tell jokes and you can make people laugh. Everybody's cool with you, and everybody kind of like respects you and has your back. Like I never really had beef in high school. For people not liking me, and if I did, it was for other reasons that we'll get into here in a little bit. I wanna get his perspective on that. Like, what was your group of people that you would hang out with in high school, and you used to talk to them?
I guess like the nerds.
The nerds.
Yeah, I still talk to them. I mean, I wouldn't consider them nerds, but I mean that's I guess what we are. Because I mean, like we don't play sports, or they don't play sports.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really do good in school either, but I mean, like, they know stuff about, like, I don't know how to explain it. We're just game. Like, we just game. They play games, I play games. That's all we do. I mean, yeah, they're in school right now. They're probably, I know some of them are early college. Some of them got their what's the thing?
What?
What?
What's that thing?
Like,
I don't know.
Like when you graduate, you have your masters,
Diploma, the associates.
so associates.
Or
Some of them,
bachelors.
yeah, some of them already graduate with their associates or the what they graduate with that stuff, right? And I mean, that wasn't for me. But yeah, I still hang out with those guys. Everybody else, I don't really hang out with.
So you were more of like one group kind of.
Yeah, like I knew everybody because I mean throughout the whole like my whole high school year, freshman year I played football, so I was with all like the jocks or whatever, like all football guys. And then sophomore year I didn't. That's when I started hanging out with them more. And then like as the years just progressed, I just kind of like from kind of like a big crowd, just smaller and smaller. Yeah, because I really didn't like hanging out with like the football guys. It was always just like, nah, it wasn't me.
No, but I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah,
not
but-
you. That's not you. I really didn't care. Like I said, I mean, I was cool with everybody. Like literally everybody. Like cholillos, nerds, everybody. I just like to be around people. I like to speak to people. I like to know a lot of people, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to know a lot of people. I would say my senior year, I was hardly ever in school. So like honestly, I always look at it like if I had 3 years of school versus 4, because my senior year, never in school. And going back to what I was saying earlier, the only people that didn't like me or had a problem with me is the guys that had girls, right? And I would try to get with those girls. So I would be talking with them or whatever, and then those guys would always be like, nah, like they would want to start problems with me. And I've had my fair share of guys that wanted to kick my ass, but they never did anything. I remember this one girl that I was trying to steal in a sense, right? Trying to make her mine or whatever. And this guy would always say, I'm gonna kick his ass, I'm gonna kick his ass. He would see me in the hallways, he would look down, he would just pass by me like, and I'm not trying to say I'm tough or whatever, but I was raised like you never back down, you never look down. Like you do your shit. Like if you're gonna do that, you do that shit proudly. Like with your head held high, you don't look like a little bitch, pretty much. And so that's why I never did that. And that's because I was I was one of the shortest kids in school. Like, my freshman year, I had a little growth spurt, but I was still short compared to a lot of my friends. And yeah, like those guys wouldn't, obviously, I mean, looking back at it, I mean, obviously I'm the same way. Like I wouldn't want no nigga talking to my girlfriend or whatever. But I didn't care. I saw it as a game. I'm like, you know what, if I can steal this person, if I can steal this girl, then I win. Then I win, and then that's it. That's how I saw it, like when I was young. You know, like even whether I was just trying to like have fun or be serious, like if I saw it like that, which is stupid, it's not a good way to see it. But I never got my ass kicked, so I don't give a fuck. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, in high school, I never really had too many serious relationships. Like, I would probably say my junior year was the most serious one I had, and then we broke up. I was depressed during senior year, and busy as fuck during senior year. So after that, after her, my life changed completely. Like how I saw girls and stuff like that, and it took me a good while for me to kind of like let that go, because my first serious girlfriend wasn't good for me, and she was just toxic, like super toxic. And I feel like I learned a lot from that relationship. I took a lot from that relationship, what not to do, what not to say, like how not to act. And don't get me wrong, I can still be a little toxic, but a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Not like crazy like her. She turned me crazy for a little while, no cap. But you know, she's matured completely. I haven't spoke to her in a minute, but once I spoke to her, you know, I always told her like I forgave her for what she did. I just couldn't like, but you don't forget. You can forgive somebody, but you can't forget all that stuff that they did to you. Like,
yeah, I get you.
It's just human nature. You can't forget that stuff, and you take it with you until the end of your life. Like, you know, you can let it go, which is what I did. But again, you don't forget. So yeah, that was my high school experience, and Yeah, I would like if I was in his shoes, I feel like I would have done my life would have been a lot differently. Like I don't know, I just
Yeah, I regret some stuff that I didn't do or that I did. It was stupid. Like looking back, I was stupid when I was younger. I'll admit.
you're still young.
I know, right? I know I'm still young, right?
18.
But like looking back when I was actually like young, like middle school, like early high school, like I was stupid. Like I regret doing some stuff that I did just because I had the wrong mentality about it. You get me?
Yeah. But that's everybody's story.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody makes mistakes, everybody has their regrets.
Nah, but I regret a lot of stuff. Straight up. There's a lot of stuff that I do regret doing because it didn't play out how I envisioned it in that moment, and it just fucked me over.
Say,
But say, yeah, ni modo, dude.
can you do about it?
It is what it is.
You learn from it. That's all you do. That's all you can do.
But yeah,
But yeah,
I mean, yeah.
that's a good little topic right there.
Nah, fuck that topic.
Because that's all sad.
Dude, nah, it's cause,
What?
cause
what?
bitches be bonkers, bro.
The bees be bees.
The bees be buzzing.
In your ear.
Cause you're queer.
Anyways, so this next topic is a little bit more of a fun one. Just because it's been kind of like recently for me, like something that I never did, and that's partying. I never really partied my high school years. Like that wasn't me. I never drank during high school. Like I never smoked during high school. Okay, I smoked.
Okay.
I smoked my senior year, but I was already 18 at the time. But like as far as like parties go, you would get like those invites, like party over here at this person's or at the ranch, and like bring your own beer, bracelet. You had to pay for entrances, like $5, like stuff like that. Like those parties, I never really did them. I had a lot of friends, obviously, that would always invite me, that always went, that wanted me to go, but that just wasn't my scene at the time because I was very cautious. And not only that, like my dad was real strict. So recently, we've gone to I've gone to 2 parties. He's gone to 2 parties.
Oh yeah.
And it's been fun. Like honestly, it's been fun. So back to this topic, right? One of the only parties I went to with my cousins, was a party. Man, I don't even know what was I, a junior, or senior?
I think you were a senior at the time.
I was probably a senior because he's only a few years.
No, you know what? No, I think you just had graduated, to be honest.
Did I?
Yeah, cause I don't think you were still in school when I started high school. Because Alex was a senior and I was a freshman. That's the only time I was like in school with her.
Oh.
And Andrea, you were the year with Andrea, and Andrea already graduated by then. So I think you just graduated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they had invited us or my cousins to a party. Obviously, being the mature one,
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I want to go too. I kind of want to go too, just to supervise,
Yeah,
to make sure
supervise.
they're safe and stuff like that, because people are stupid.
Yeah.
I guess I was already graduated. I guess I just graduated, and I was like, you know what, like fuck it, like let's just go and see what this party scene's about. So we pull up. I remember there's like the parents or like adults, like
I think it was the people in that neighborhood. They were like the actual like security, I guess.
yeah, they're kind of like security. They're like waving us in. Did they tap us down?
Yeah, they pat us down. Those people and everything they had patted. There was like I don't know how many like they were actually like adults already. And they were just all kind of like lined up like outside the party. Some of them were right by the gate, patting us down as we entered, checking bags and stuff. Like it was actually like legit.
To make sure there was no weapons.
Yeah, like no stupid stuff that was gonna happen.
But
Which I found badass. That was pretty
which
cool.
was alright, but you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
people can sneak in stuff easily, and which is crazy, right? Because these are adults, right? Where everybody's like freaking 16, 15 years old, 15, 16.
I don't know about that young, bro, but yeah, it was like a senior party. No, it was a senior party. I know that for a fact.
Well, how old were you?
Was I was a freshman?
Exactly. So there was like 15, 16 years old,
Yeah.
like kids, They had a DJ. They had a whole bunch of beer pong tables. They had jungle juice. Bring your own beer, bring your own weed. Like obviously, I'm sure kids were probably doing coke as well. And so they wave us in, we park, whatever. There's already quite a bit of people. And this is out there, like, oh, there, shout out to 2012, and like, dude, and fucking, like, those streets over there by my dad's house, like, where I grew up.
They know where that's at, right?
Man, more than likely. Like, the streets over there where I grew up, you know. And so, boom, we get there, there's a DJ playing. And this was when the baby was just popping off. For those of you that are like my age and like a little bit like around my age, y'all know what's up. Like when the baby was popping off, when like Tupac came out, that song Tupac, like
Texas Ranger,
Walker Texas Ranger, like all his hits that were coming out, they were playing that, and you know, you saw kids freaking with bongs smoking. You could smell the weed in the air. At this time, I don't think I was smoking yet, or maybe I think I was, or I had stopped. I don't remember, but. Yeah, we were there by the DJ stuff, and like there was drinks. I didn't drink, and well, my cousin, he was there. My other cousin was there. Some of her friends were there, and I don't know. I think there was like freaking
laser rings.
Was there like a twerking contest?
What? No, but there was a chick that did get on the DJ stand or something, and she started twerking. I remember that.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was remembering. So I was like, damn, these crazies get
these crazies.
These parties get crazy. Like I'm like, damn, like no mames, like little ass kids, like young ass kids. I guess just having a good time. I mean, our parents did it at that age, like.
Yeah,
but it was different. I feel like
it was different.
There wasn't really as much violence or as much. I mean, maybe actually there was, because the 90s were fucked up. The 90s straight up was a lot of violence. So I don't know why they tripped, but but yeah. So that was the one party that I went to. The other party of mine was like,
yeah, that was actually my first like high school party.
Kind of, right?
No, that was like my first party because I just started high school, and we went, and yeah, that was my first experience.
Yeah.
Kind of sucked.
Kind of sucked.
Yeah, that party just kind of sucked. I don't know. I guess like the vibe to it.
Yeah, it was like it was just like it was okay. It wasn't like the best or like what you see in movies. And
Project X.
Oh, imagine. And then the second party recently, my friends had a Halloween party. My friends had a Halloween party, and we went dressed as cholos, and we don't have pictures or anything. We didn't really take pictures like together or whatever, which we should have, but whatever, memories. And we went to that party, and I only drank like 1 or 2 glasses because, mind you, I'm always the sober one. I'm always the responsible one. Like if I gotta drive, like I don't care. Like I won't drink and drive. So I'll drink 1 or 2, drink some water, and that's it. And I'm good because I don't make my drinks strong as hell, and I don't drink beer. So had like 1 or 2 drinks. We got there, and right away we got there. It was okay. Like I thought it was gonna be like a party, but it was more of like a family party.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was okay. Like in the beginning it was okay, and then towards the end it got fun, right? But like we almost got in a fight. Like
yeah, with that motherfucker. Nah, dude, that guy was annoying. He was drunk as fuck already, and that guy was just stupid.
Yeah, there was a guy there. I don't even know his name.
I don't know. Just
and if you've seen this post, I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
That's all I remember.
I was like, he was already drunk when we got there, and we got there like, what time? Like 9?
I don't think it was that early. Maybe like 10, 11-ish.
10, 11-ish.
Maybe. I don't think it was that late or early.
Anyways, yeah, we got there pretty. I mean, we were the first one out of my groups, my friends, to get there, and he was already drunk, whatever, and whatever. We sat like away from him. We were there at the table, whatever, and boss, he's drunk, slurring his words and all this stuff. He's talking to my cousin, and at this point I'm talking to my friends. And when I hear him talking, I turn around to see him, like, what is he saying? Like, what is he saying to my cousin?
Dude, I didn't understand. I was just looking at him, just, and he was just talking. I didn't understand it, so I was just like, and I was kind of like looking over, trying to like, just like to look at you guys, see what you guys are doing, and like to look back, just like making sure like everybody will like check my surroundings. And I don't know what that nigga was saying straight up.
Yeah, because he spoke Spanish, and he doesn't really understand.
I don't really understand it, and plus he was slurring his words, so anything I did understand, it was just...
Yeah, so at that point, I was just like making sure my cousin was good. So then like I turned to him, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying, And in that moment, like all my friends turned to look at this guy, like, what the hell? What the hell? Like just and his girlfriend's like trying to tell him like, yeah, like come over here, like leave them alone. And he's just being nasty, or he's just being stupid. And pues finally, like he leaves. All right. And then me and my friends start playing beer pong. I'm playing against one of my friends that a really good friend of mine. Um, we started playing beer pong, and previously, like a week ago, he had to hang out at his house, and I went, and we had played beer pong, and I won 3 times in a row. So you know,
Beer bong.
Huh?
Beer bong.
Beer pong, nigga.
Beer pong.
Dude, what the hell? I can't speak right now. Beer pong, and but I wasn't drinking. Like we just throw in the cups, but I'm not drinking. I'm drinking water, or juice or Coke. So, anyway, that's why we were playing. Like, you know, just to have fun. Like, a rematch, whatever. And this guy, he's trying to butt in. Like, he comes to the table where all my friends are. He's trying to butt in. He's trying to, like, he wants to play, but it's like, bro, wait your turn. We started a match. Not only that, but he's freaking drunk, saying stupid stuff. And it's getting me annoyed. It's getting me annoyed, frustrated, because I'm like, bro, like, and we're me and my friends, you know, we're all level-headed. We're calm. We don't really want to be rude to him. Like, we're hoping he just gets the hint on his own that we don't want him there, but he just doesn't care, or he just didn't.
He just didn't understand, pretty much.
So, at this point, like, the game was pretty much almost over. He never freaking left the table, and I was like, hey, I told my friend, I was like, hey, just, you know what, just finish it. Just finish the game, and let's just go back to the table. So, yeah, like, he makes this the last cup, but I told him, this one doesn't count. It doesn't count. And he makes it or whatever, and I freaking walk away. Because my friends saw me getting upset, too. Like, they saw me getting frustrated. And I'm not a confrontational person, but, dude, like, you're pissing me off. Like, we're trying to have a good time. You're freaking drunk. You're saying stupid stuff. I'm sober at this point. Like, whatever. So, you know what? To avoid the situation, we go sit down. Finally, it gets to a point where things are about to pop off, right? So, we're back on the beer pong table, me and my friend, and we're setting up the cups, and it's gonna be partners. So I was with my cousin. We were gonna play as partners as a team, and my cousin's like, "Oh, let me go get a drink." So I'm gonna let him sell his part of that, and then I'll butt in where I come into play.
Yeah, one of his friends and his friend's girlfriend were already getting a drink too. So I was there, and then they were having trouble scooping the drink into the cup. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll help y'all, because I was sober, so I was helping them pour the drink, and that guy and his girlfriend were there too. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, do you guys want a drink too? So I'm already here pouring it, so I'll be like, all right, whatever. They're like, yeah. So boom, they got the ice. I pour the drink, and he's trying to talk to me, the drunk guy, and I'm pouring my drink at this point. And like, I don't know, he was just talking to me, and I don't understand what he was saying. And then, what's it called? Once I pour my drink, I'm kind of standing there. And then his friend and the girlfriend walk away. They go back to the table or whatever. And that's when I didn't know he was here yet, but he shows up behind me. And then...
So what my friends were asking me, my friend asked me like, hey, where's your cousin at? So I turned around to see where he's at. I was like, okay, maybe he went to the restroom or something, I don't know. And I turned around and he's getting a drink. But I see that guy and his girl are there talking to him. So I'm just like, you know what, let me go make sure he's good, because this guy's freaking drunk. He speaks Spanish. He doesn't understand. Yeah. I was like, let me just go make sure everything's good or whatever. So I'm walking towards him, and right as I'm getting there, I hear that girl, the girlfriend of that guy, say, who do you know here? Now, my cousin responds with Mando, like, oh, I'm here with Mando. But she doesn't really know me, like, and I don't really know her. Like, I don't know who she is. Like, I know who she is, but I really don't know how she's related to the host. So then at that point, I get there and I hear him say that, and I say, I first thing I say is, I turn to my cousin, I'm like, hey, you good? My cousin says, yeah, I'm good. And when he says that, she's to my right hand side, and he's right next to me, that guy. Excuse me. And she tells me, have you texted me before? And I was like, what? I caught me off guard. I was tripping out. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like, have you hit me up before? And I was like, I don't know, like, I don't remember. And then she's like, I don't know, I think you have. And in my head, I'm just like, okay, if I have, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Why are you bringing it up? Well, your fucking boyfriend's right here. He's freaking drunk. Mind you, I'm pretty much sober at this point. Like, honestly, I haven't really drank. Like, I'm sober. And I had like one drink. So I was feeling, like just like relaxed. But sober up here, but my body was a little bit relaxed. And I'm just like, it pissed me off when she told me that. Because I'm like, okay, your boyfriend's drunk. So she tells me that, and then I know what she's talking about. Because I know who she is, and I feel like at that moment I knew, like, I probably had texted her before. Like, trying to get at her. When I was younger, like, this was younger, right? Like, this was year back. So I tell her, oh, I don't know, I might have, I don't remember. And then I feel him staring at me. So then I turn to him, and he looks me in my face, and we kind of have like a little stare down. And he tells me, ¿Todo bien o qué? No, what did he say? He said...
No, that's what he said, I think.
He said, ¿Qué onda? ¿Todo bien? Yeah, that's what he said. ¿Qué onda? ¿Todo bien? And I look at him, and I was like, Simón, ¿y tú? ¿Qué? ¿Todo bien o qué? And then, like, we're just, like, staring at each other. We're like...
The way he said it, he was like, what's up? Like, are you, like, you're good or what? Like, he was, like, kind of, like, not staring you down a bit, but he was kind of, like, making himself, like, look bigger, I guess.
Yeah, like...
That's how I felt it, too, because I was just there still with the cup in my hand, just looking at everything as everything unfolds. And I was just like, first off, why'd she say that? 2, now look at this guy. He looks stupid as fuck, like, acting all big shit.
Yeah.
3, if something does pop off, drink in one hand, fist in the other one. Oh, my cousin's right here. So, like, it's about to go down. I was kind of ready. I was like, dude, like, what's going to happen right here?
Yeah. Because, like, at this point, like, the whole night we were trying to avoid him. We were just trying to, like, literally avoid him. Like, at this point, yeah. Like, I was already annoyed as fuck. But, again, I wasn't there to start problems. I wasn't there to start a fight. Like, whatever. But when you're getting in my face, because he was literally right there in my face. And, like he said, the way he said it was kind of like, what's up?
Like, he moved his arms and everything with his, like, everything. Like, he was like, what's up? Like,
and like, mind you, at this point, I'm already, like, getting ready. Like, okay, I'm like, something's gonna happen. Like, I'm already like, fuck. Like, okay, like, something's gonna happen. My cousin's right here. We're gonna fuck this thing up.
Something's gonna happen. We're gonna be outside.
Like, he's fucking drunk. I'm like, but again, I don't want to be that guy. But whatever.
Oh yeah, but I mean, push comes to shove, we're gonna be shoving back.
Well, yeah, for sure. And so I was like, Simón, ¿y tú qué? ¿Todo bien? And he doesn't respond right away. He's like, ¿sí? And I'm like, okay, qué bueno. And then I just turn around and I walk away. Because I didn't want to stay there.
Yeah, at that point, me and him were just trying to get away at that point. Because I was ready, my drink was in my hand. I'm just like, dude, like, I don't really want to be in this situation anymore. Because if it does, I don't know, something's gonna pop off. Because, I mean, it's just there. Yeah. So as soon as this nigga turned around, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna turn around too. Like, there's no point for us to be there anymore. Yeah. So we just walked away, and that was that.
Yeah, that was that. But
did he bother us after that? No, right?
Nah, we didn't. He didn't come and talk to us at all after that, which is good because fuck that nigga. But yeah, and then funny story. I get home, I look her up, and I have hit her up before. I'm not gonna lie, but this was back like in middle school. I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like, I was a little ass kid, like, I was trying to get with whoever, whenever, like, if I thought you were pretty back then, I was probably hitting you up, and that's just what it was, like, I was in middle school, like, I was like, bro, come on, like, you're bringing up stuff that's so old for what? Because you want the attention, because you want to start drama, because, like, I just didn't know what the whole point of that was, but whatever, it is what it is. We still had fun. Shout out to the host for that party. It was fun with the boys. We still enjoyed our time, other than that little incident, but it was fun. And then, the second party that we recently went to
was actually I had just met him literally maybe like a month ago. Cause I mean, I play games and all that. I have a Discord with all my friends, and they invite their friends. They join. All of us just play games together. Like, I know them, and he was gonna throw a party in, so he let everybody know. I barely met him, and he was like, all right. He let everybody in the Discord know, because we're all close friends, kind of, and like we all just play together. Like, we're all just cool with each other. He's like, hey, I'm throwing a party. If you guys are invited, if you guys want to, you guys can show up. And at this point, I was like, oh, okay. And on the invitation, it said costume required. So I was like, hey, bro, like, I don't have a costume, but can I still go? Because I mean, like I'm just letting you know, like, I don't have a costume, so I won't be able to go. He's like, nah, you're good. You don't need a costume. I was like, oh, bet, like, that's badass. So the day finally gets there. I was off that day, but we're celebrating my sister and my mom's birthday. So we went to go eat, and after that we came back here. Me and him both got ready. Um, it said the party started at 11, and most of my friends were already there since my friend was the host, and some other friends from Discord were already there. And I was like, hey bro, like you down or what? He's like, no, I mean it's still real early. Party doesn't even start this early. And I was like, yeah, but all of my homeboys are there already. Like I want to go that way I could like say what's up to all my homeboys and like be there before it starts. He was like, all right, whatever. So we played. Me and him both played a comp in Overwatch, and what we won or we lose?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but yeah, we played that and like whatever, let's go. So we went, and it was badass because two of those people, which was the host and like one other friend that's in the Discord, that was the first time me seeing them in person and like actually greeting them. Cause like I know them by like their voice and like by playing, but never in person. So it was badass, and it was all my homeboys that I played with, so it was cool. And the main reason I was like kind of cautious about it, not cautious, but like concerned, was I was hoping that he would like the vibe there, because I mean I'm cool with those guys, but he's never met any of them. So
So I thought.
or so he thought.
Yeah.
So like the whole time he was just kind of like by my side. Me and him were just talking. Anybody near us, he'll talk with them, whatever. That way, like just warming up with the crowd and everything. And then boom, like the party, like what it started a bit. Everybody was getting there. People in costumes. It was badass. Cause I mean, like that was an actual like real like cool party.
Yeah, an actual party.
That was an actually like
An
awesome
actual
party.
Yeah, it was a cool party for sure. Like it was cool, yeah. And it was like so I thought, right, when we said that is because he told me, hey, we have a party, you wanna come with me to the party? I'm like, again, I'm not really a party person, but I'm trying to get out there, I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit, do that a little bit since I never really did that growing up. And I'm trying to meet some new girls, trying to meet new females, whatever. I don't care. Like that's how you gotta do it, right? So I was like, fuck it, Halloween party. We had just did one the previous weekend, this past weekend. Like I was like, you know what, let's do it. Let's have some fun. I tell him, hey, so where's the address? Literally like 5 minutes from
5 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like 30-minute drive, 20-minute drive. It was 5 minutes. I was like, oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know he lived that close, but he does, so that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, badass. We get there, and I don't really know none of you guys, like you said. And then the host, so funny story, the host actually went to, like, he looked familiar. I just didn't know from where. Turns out I went to elementary with him, so a lot of y'all, or like a lot of my friends might know him. I don't know if I should say, no, I'm not gonna say his name, but a lot of y'all might know him. And then, not only that, but once the crowd started arriving, like, people that I knew from school, from my school, were showing up. And I was like, oh shit, like, okay, like, that's better. Like, it made me feel a little more at ease because I was like, okay, at least I know a little bit of people here. I can talk to a certain crowd. And then, come to find out, also, one of the co-hosts, I used to work with him at ATB. And so, like, it just turned into me knowing people as well as, and then, like, me, like you said, I was talking to them because, again, I'm a people's person. I can talk to people. Like, the only thing I ask for is respect. Respect me and I'll respect you. That's it. And it just turned out to be a fun party. We played some beer pong. I didn't really drink. I only drank like 2 cups and that was it. But it was fun. We played some beer pong against his friends. We played against some girls.
Yeah, I was talking with my friends and we were having like some conversation. I was there. It was like my 4th cup already, and I was just there with my friends. We were talking. I think it was about like a game or something. And then he comes up from behind me. He's like, "Hey, you down to play beer pong?" Well, I was like, "All right, I'm down. I mean, I'm not gonna make decent. I'm not gonna be accurate, but I'm down. So like, you'll have to carry." He's like, "All right, that's fine. We're gonna play whoever's winner over here." So I follow him, and it's 2 girls that are playing, or 2 and 2. And I was like, "All right, whatever." Like, it's just
and
girls.
these girls were bad.
Yeah, they're real pretty, bro.
They're cute. They're cute, no cap. And because I told him, like, "You down to play?" And he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm down. You're gonna have to carry, but."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, bet. Let me go ask him." So I walk up to him. I'm like, "Hey, me and my cousin, trying to play. Can we play the winner?" They're like, yeah, that's fine. Like, that's cool. And so we were watching them, and they were really cute, straight up. And well, yeah, we played and we won. And it was just like an overall fun ass night. Like I really enjoyed it. I had to go to work at freaking 3:45. That was gonna be my first day of work. I went from party. I came to drop this nigga off, and then I went straight to work. That was
Straight up. Yeah, we left the party, came here. I was chilling. He changed, got ready for work. He's like, all right, I'm heading to work. I'm like, all right, have fun, whatever. Good luck on your first day. And I knocked out after that, and he went to work.
yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, overall, shout out to the host. I don't think
Dude,
he's watching
straight
my
up.
video, but
Nah, I don't
his
know.
house is badass. He threw a good party, good people that were there. It was a good vibe.
Shout out to In the Peen. Those are the niggas that performed.
Yeah,
And they had a DJ and everything. It was badass. And
Nope.
straight up, shout out to.
yeah, it was
the
bad.
host.
It was a badass party for sure. And yeah, so that's kind of what party life has been looking for me. Like I've kind of been getting out there a little bit more, getting out of my comfort zone because I need to, like if I'm here at home all day, you can only, I go to work, you can only meet so many people there, so many females there. If I'm trying to get out there, I gotta do what I gotta do, and it's fun. I'm there with my cousin. I'm being responsible. I'm looking over him. Making sure he's not doing nothing stupid, but we're still having fun, and it was overall a good time. So we'll see what party we have next. We'll see when that comes out. Future tattoos.
2 ideas. One of them is gonna be a skeleton praying, and there is meaning behind it, but I won't get into it just because we're short on time. But maybe next one we can talk about it.
Or on the vlog. I'll vlog it.
Yeah,
I'll vlog
alright.
it.
What's this today?
Huh?
Today.
You're not gonna get it done today though.
Well, I know, but today is when we're gonna go check what the price will be.
Yeah.
So like.
But when he gets the actual tattoo.
Oh, but see, I won't get the actual tattoo. Yeah, it's that. It's gonna be here. I was thinking about putting the head right here. That way I can show it off like this. But he was like, "What's gonna look stupid because it's gonna be upside down?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro? That's right here." He's like, "When your arm is down, it's gonna be upside down." I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." So it's gonna be the other way. Head's down here, his body like right here.
Fucking smart. That's why.
And then that I've been wanting that one for a while. A while already. Like a couple years already. And then he came up with the idea of this next one, or one that I actually might get before this one. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it does have like real valuable meaning to me. And
Real sentimental.
yeah, you go sentimental and all that. Yeah, so
It's gonna be badass. Like if he gets it, which I think he is, or when he gets it, because I'm sure he already has the idea in his head, so he's gonna buy it. I thought about it like on the spot, and I was like, dude, this would look so clean if you were to do this and this. And he really liked the idea because, like you said, it has sentimental meaning to it. Like tattoos like that mean so much more than just like a random one or whatever, Excuse me. And this one has a lot of meaning. Like it makes me happy because one, I love tattoos, and two, because of the meaning behind it. Like it's just amazing. So y'all stay tuned for that because that vlog can probably be coming within the next week or so.
Dude, straight up.
Yeah.
It could, either this Friday or
soon. Like
soon, yeah.
very, very soon.
Within a couple days or soon. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned for that because that will be a badass vlog. That's gonna be dope. Which you guys should have honestly had the vlog of when I got my half sleeve, but that's when all the freaking video files got messed up or something, and I couldn't show it. I had so much footage gone. So at least we'll get his. It's gonna be super fun. So y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been a minute, and we had said it was probably gonna be like a 45-minute vlog. Podcast, but
Here we are, an hour and a half later, and
it was good. It was fun.
it was good. Yeah,
It was fun. We hadn't really done this.
I'm starting to warm up to a little bit to podcast, dude.
Yeah.
It's like vent a little bit.
Yeah,
I
it's
get you.
real. To me, it's relaxing. You get to vent, you get to talk, you get to relive memories. It's fun. I was actually supposed to have on another guest, but since I started work, I completely forgot, and I was knocked out. So the next guest on this podcast is gonna be one of my friends that was actually at the party, and we'll see how that goes. So y'all stay tuned. Anyways, guys, this is gonna be it. I hope y'all did enjoy. A special shout out to my cousin for being here with this podcast for this episode 2. I know he's still a little bit shy, but like he said, he's warming up to the camera, warming up to the podcast. And we'll keep the series going, man. As long as you guys keep enjoying it, and as long as we have topics to talk about, we'll keep it up. Maybe it won't be so long, but it was kind of long today because we kind of went in depth with some of the, with the
What's been
topics
going on and everything, yeah.
Yeah, so it was fun nonetheless. So I hope y'all did enjoy. This is just something that you guys can put on when you're bored. Listen to us talk, listen to our experiences, listen to what we got to say, family and friends. Thank you so much for supporting us. If you're watching, leave a like for sure. That helps us out.
Motherfucker. We didn't even cover that topic.
Yeah, we didn't even get
next time.
We'll get next time. But I guess that'll be our little inside jokes with our friends too. But motherfucker. But I guess that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope y'all did enjoy today's podcast. We are signing off, and that'll be it, motherfuckers.
Peace. And